Hey folks, it's week number 4 of my garage sale video game and toy hunting series. Stick around and see what I find this week. Hey guys, I'm here from Transformers and Video Games, and welcome back to the channel. As I mentioned in my intro, this is week number 4 of my garage sale video game and toy hunting series. I did pretty well last week. I ended up finding a really nice retro game lot that included a couple of handheld systems for only $40. There's actually a number of garage sales advertised this weekend, probably more than I've seen so far this year. So the day feels promising. I'm going to roll out right now and let's see what I find. Wish me luck.
You'll have to check to see if the discs are in them. I didn't even look.
Okay, thank you very much. How much are you thinking about per game?
I don't know, $1.
Okay. I'm just going to take some pictures if you don't mind.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, okay, I'll do $1 each for these 5. There's nothing in the My Sims game case.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take these ones for $1 each, sure.
Great, awesome.
Okay, so not a bad way to start my day. Very first garage sale I hit, I scored 5 Wii games for $1 each, which I had no problem with. Even if that Sims game had been in its box, I probably would have passed on that one. It's just a game that I have zero interest in, and I've had other opportunities to get games from that series, and I normally just leave them behind for the next collector. So let's carry on, see what else I can find. The first thing that caught my eye at this garage sale was this Kubrick Batman figure. I don't really know what this is exactly, but it reminded me of a giant Lego figure, only in this case, Batman has massively overdeveloped pecs. If you have any details about this figure, leave me a comment in the comments section. Okay, so as you can tell, I had to remove the audio from this little clip. They were selling tons of records at this garage sale, and as luck would have it, they were playing music in the background. I just don't want to get hit with a copyright strike for no good reason. As you probably noticed when I was looking at the Batman figure, they were also selling comics for only $1 each. I don't actively collect, but these Transformers comics caught my eye. The artwork for the IDW one on top was pretty awesome, so I thought I'd grab that issue for sure before someone else beat me to it. The other comics were from the Transformers Animated series. I've never really been into Transformers Animated, and they were missing the first issue, despite having numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5, so I thought I'd leave those behind for someone who appreciates the series more than I do. I got to talking with the seller a little bit before I left and mentioned that I was a Transformers collector, and asked him if he happened to have any old Transformers toys kicking around. He mentioned that he does have some, although he's not sure how old they are. He took down my contact information and said he would definitely give me a call if he happens to find any of them. What sort of era do you think you have?
I have Atari.
Oh wow, yeah, I'd be interested.
I think I probably have 3 games though.
Okay.
And I have the system too, but I don't know if I really want to get rid of that one yet.
Well, that's fair enough.
I have Mousetrap.
Okay.
That's one.
Can I just put it on here, or is this?
Yeah, you can put it. Yeah, that's fine. Put it on there.
Okay.
Oh, this one was my favorite game. Midnight Magic.
Oh, I remember that. It was a pinball game.
Yeah.
I never had it though.
No.
Which Atari did you have? Was it the wood grain one or the little slim one?
It is.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I had. This was the, they call it like the Atari Junior, or I call it the Slim. I don't know the official name for it, but yeah, this brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
You definitely want to keep the system too?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know how much they're going for now.
I honestly haven't looked up an Atari or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just like to play them. I'm not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't work at the flea market or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I wasn't going to get rid of them, but. That's what I got right now.
Okay. I mean, I'd love to have it, but I don't want to make you uncomfortable if you want to keep it. But
are you going to be around in the area?
I live nearby. Yeah.
You live nearby.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me talk to my husband.
Okay.
Because I don't know if he might want to keep it.
Okay.
How much like for the games?
Unless it's a special title,
Right.
a lot of them go for like maybe a few dollars each.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
And the system, I couldn't even tell you. But,
Yeah, I don't know either.
I couldn't give you a lot of money for them, but
Yeah.
like for the bundle. But like I said, if you want it to go somewhere where it'll be played, I mean, I'm happy to.
Yeah. Okay, let me. Can I take down your number and I can let you know?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the joystick.
Okay. The power supply would be black.
Yeah.
Should say Atari red on it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in here.
Yeah, perfect. And I think there's a little box too that plugs in for the, this is power, and there's like an AV connector. It was in a little box.
yeah?
It might say game and TV with a little slider on it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes,
It was like a little,
yeah.
back in the day, it was a
Yeah.
different audio video setup.
Yeah, I know, I remember that. That actually I think might be in the house. I don't think I have that here.
Okay.
But I know, I do remember that.
Oh, old Walkman. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I would have to look, but I know I have that somewhere in the house.
Okay.
I was pretty good at video games too. And
I know.
Yeah, this one is kind of difficult.
I think I got to the second level one.
So,
Cassia, right on the game. Cassia.
This game is really intimidating.
I'm checking it.
But I don't have a Nintendo. I only have a Nintendo DS.
awesome. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
So yeah, if you wanted to take your time, like I said, I was just
Yeah.
on my way home, so I thought I'd just pop by.
Yeah. No, I'll message you
Yeah.
and let you know.
Doing my garage sale hunting. So yeah, I'll take those for 2 each. And sorry, the unit you said
$100.
100. Okay. Was it just you that played it, or do you have kids?
It's just me, actually. The unit's hardly been used. And as I said, I bought it. I played it, I think, 2 weeks solid at Christmas time.
Okay.
And then I got so busy with my work that I hardly used it.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll take the games anyways for 2
Sure.
each.
Yeah, I'll be right up, hon. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I
Sorry,
have to do this quick, but
Okay. The C-3PO is very cool too. Could you do 10 for the Hulk?
How about we meet at 12 for the Hulk?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, pretty cool. I like the cloth pants.
Yeah, I know. It's cool, eh?
Yeah, very neat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you $12 for that. All right, now hopefully that footage turned out. I was having a look at this guy's Xbox 360 and games. That's the reason why I was in the house. And I was interested because they were adult owned, and generally speaking, adult collectors take pretty good care of their things. So I ended up taking the games for $2 each. I didn't haggle with him on the price. The only stipulation that he mentioned to me, and it might have been off camera, was that I needed to buy all of them if he was giving them to me for $2 each. So I didn't have a problem with that. The game system itself I was interested in because I don't have an Xbox 360 in that color. I just don't want to spend anywhere close to $100 on a system that old. So I passed on the system. Now, while we're down there, I saw he had some other collectibles, and we got to talking very briefly about them. He said he was willing to sell that stuff as well. He had a C-3PO that I was interested in. Unfortunately, he had mentioned to me off camera that I think that cost him somewhere in the ballpark of $300 at a proper collectible shop. And I'm just not familiar with the figure, and I just don't like Star Wars enough to start dropping that kind of money. Obviously, if he was getting rid of it cheap, it's a cool thing just to have on display, but I just wouldn't be interested in spending any real money on it. One thing that he did have that caught my eye was this Incredible Hulk here. Now, I was a huge fan of the Incredible Hulk comics and the old television series from the late 70s and early 80s, back when I was a kid. So I've always liked the Hulk, and this caught my eye. I asked him what he wanted for it. He had started out with $15. I had asked him if he'd accept $10, and we agreed on $12. Now, I'm not familiar with this figure. I've got no idea what it's worth. I quite honestly don't care what it's worth. To me, it's worth $12. I really love the cloth pants that he's wearing. I just think that's a nice touch on a collectible like this. But again, I'm not familiar with this particular Incredible Hulk. So if anybody knows which specific one it is, maybe what year it came out, what company produced it, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'm just very curious to know what I have here. Anyways, guys, I'm going to carry on and let's see what else I can find. When I was a kid, Monopoly was always my favorite board game, so occasionally I'll buy Monopoly games at garage sales. In this case, they had the Spider-Man version. The artwork looked pretty amazing, and after checking to see how complete it was, I decided to pull the trigger on it. She sold it to me for only $2. It's funny how seeing something like this can remind you of someone you know. My buddy Kato from the Kato's Toy Box YouTube channel is a big Spider-Man fan, and he even has the tattoo to prove it. Kato was kind enough to invite me on a show called Kato's Toy Box Presents a few weeks ago. We chatted for close to an hour, and I had an absolute blast talking with him. I'm going to leave a link to Kato's channel in the description. Be sure to check him out and subscribe if you like what you see.
I think all of that's there.
Okay guys, well I've had a great morning out garage sale hunting, but I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. Leave me a comment in the comments section and let me know which pickup you think was the best one of the day. On the topic of potential pickups, I'm feeling very optimistic about that little Atari 2600 bundle that I was looking at. The woman said that she understandably needs to double check with her husband to make sure he wants to sell it. If I hear back from her, great, and if I don't, that's fine too. Anyways, thanks again for watching everybody. Take care.